Anyway, we will start, Sreesan. We don't have to.
Yes.
Because CBSE internal meetings.
So we'll officially start the program with this introduction. So welcome back, and a small information. Next week we are getting a chief guest, Sister Shivani. Please do attend it. Let us officially start our program. Today we have 3 functions actually. One is our induction ceremony, and I invite Dr. K.K. Shahjahan to do it. Sir, please.
Okay, Dr. Sreesan, thank you very much. Our chief guest, Dr. Vishad Saha, the Director of the Skill Education Training, CBSE New Delhi, our A.P. Jayaraman, sir, it means mentor of CEIR and the nuclear scientist and ex-bar chairman, Sri Shatachandran, the Director of Kerala Public School, Jamshedpur, our honorable sponsor for our great project SDG 2021. Dear GT members, premium members, all trustees, and all other attendees, means including principals, managers, and respective dignitaries. Now, today is an important day for the CEIR is concerned, that we are going to induct for our well-known individuals, some personalities. They are bringing them into our family of CEIR. Today is very important because that we are distributing, or we are announcing that CEIR GD 2021, the competition that we have conducted, that award is declaring today. That's the important of the day. Now I'm coming to the point that we are, I'm happy to inform you that we induct that, as I mentioned, 4 eminent personalities that who proved their efficiency throughout their life. It means they were following, and the following, these 4 persons are going to be inducted. One is Dr. D.T. Sudarshan Rao, and he is the former academic director of CBSE New Delhi. And second one, Mr. K.R. Radhakrishnan Nair, the former principal of Sharjah Indian School, and presently as CEO of Indian Association Sharjah Group of Educational Institutions. The third dignitary is Ms. Jyoti Arora and Principal Mount Abu, New Delhi, and Dr. S. Sudup Gupta, the Principal MSM English School, Malkapur CBSE, also is a master trainer and the founder of Best Careers Books. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time that we induct 4 mentors for CEIR together. That's why I told you this day is most important. Now I'm coming to the point. Today, the 26th day of February 2022, you means the above named or the persons which I named before are hereby inducted as mentors of CEIR Global. From today onwards, you will be known as the mentors of CEIR Global Trust. The decision of the placement is made after thorough checking and verification of your past activities that CEIR GT unanimously approved your appointment. It means after verifying your performance. You are welcome to the CEIR family, and we expect your sincere and wholehearted support and efforts to bring the CEIR to the required or the expected level. I expect your sincere work. I wanted you to be the model and you to be the leader, and you all are posted as the mentors of CEIR. That to be underlined, you are the mentors of CEIR mentors. I myself am the president of president of CEIR Global Trust, and on behalf of myself and on behalf of my family means the CEIR family, I welcome you all and wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we are happy that after Shah Jahan sir has announced this mentors of CEIR Global, I would request personally Jyoti Arora madam to just speak a few words on this occasion of inducted. Jyoti madam.
Thank you so very much, Deepa
Jyoti
madam.
Before you start, madam is the principal of the Rohini, Mount Abu Rohini. She's a person who was the president's awardee for the last academic year, has most of the innovative projects in her school, not only SDG. SDG is at the entrance of her school, she has highlighted about the SDG. This time for the HSG also, SDG goals were important for her activities. All the activities are connected to these goals in her campus when she was on the online mode also. And I have personally visited and personally known her. She's a person with a lot of innovative ideas who works for the cause of the children, and she is one of the governing body member of CBSE too. So it's our privilege to have you here, madam, with us today. So please share a few sentences with us today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Deepa ma'am, for your loving words of appreciations, and greetings to everyone. My namaskar to everyone. And I take it as a privilege and honor to be inducted as one of the mentor member of CEIR family. And I've seen this family doing everything related to education so passionately, so enthusiastically. So it will be an honor for me to be associated with this family, because when we talk about CEIR especially, and the kind of role this body has played during the pandemic time is exceptionally acknowledged, and all sincere compliments to everyone associated with this family. And today I have been inducted as one of the members. So again, I'm feeling happy. And when it comes to SDG goals or global goals, I think I'm extremely passionate about working on these goals. And it's been 4 years I'm into this, in addition to many other initiatives we have. And I feel that with this kind of association, wherein so many educators are a part of this common concern that we need to promote SDG goals, because ultimately we want our children to grow as global citizens. So I look forward for my contribution out of my little experience I have to deal with the practices related to global goals. And it's a moment to pay my sincere thanks to all my dear friends, especially to Dr. Deepa, for having me in her thoughts, for considering me as one of the family member. I'm highly obliged to you, Deepa ma'am, and others in the family like Sir Srisan Gopinath ji and many other friends. I think this is one common concern with all of us, and we as educators need to pay our serious attention towards this. We need to initiate practices wherein our children, they feel concerned about the requirements of these goals. Why do we want to initiate? What kind of practices do we need to have? And as far my school is concerned, we are associated with many schools in other parts of the world as well, promoting these goals, doing different practices, getting into different programs. And I feel happy to share with all my dear friends here that we are the first one in India to have self-curated curriculum on global citizenship, which is majorly about global goals. So looking forward to have a wonderful association and looking forward to have a wonderful learning experience as well. I know all experienced people are the part of this family, and certainly it's going to be a highly learning experience for me as well. So I'm there for whatever little I can contribute. But before that, I look forward for great learning to happen from many associated with CEIR family. Thank you so very much, each one of you. Thank you, Deepa ma'am.
Yeah, thank you very much, ma'am. Deepa ma'am, you can invite Swaroop sir.
Swaroop sir is midst a session, but he would like to share a few words with us today because he is so happy to be the part of it. And he is also a person who is a wonderful mentor, because he is a person who is the founder of Best Career Books. And not only that, he has to his credits a master trainer for nearly 20 to 25 topics and completely into conducting programs always. So a good friend of all of us, and especially to me. Sir, if you're there, Dr. Swaroop sir, please, I think he has come out of a session for 5 minutes to share his views with us. I welcome Dr. Swaroop Datta to address today.
Thank you so much, Deepa ma'am. It's a pleasure for me to be a part of CEIR. As an organization, CEIR has made a mark for itself. Anyone attached to the Indian education sector and CBSE schools, they have at least come to know about the name of CEIR, and many of us have attended sessions also. It's a pleasure for me to be connected with educators of such high caliber as Deepa Chandran herself, Gopinath sir, the founder of Veda, and then Shah Jahan sir. So there are lots and lots of very good quality educators in this CEIR body, and I feel that if I can add some value to it, it would be my pleasure to do so. And in the days to come, I hope I would prove myself to be an effective mentor. I believe in doing more than saying things, so I won't prolong my speech any further. I hope in the days to come, I would be able to speak with my actions more. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Welcome to Jyoti madam. Welcome to Swaroop Datta sir once again.
Yeah.
And to all the new members.
Yeah, So I invite Dr. Jayaraman. He is a mentor of this project. Jayaraman sir, a few of your, Jayaraman sir, please.
Oh yes, thank you. Yes. Mr. President Shah Jahan, Secretary General Dr. Srisan, Deva Chandran, then we have our Vishwajit Saha, Director of Skills, and Sari Chandran, teacherly friends. I must first congratulate CEIR for its intellectual initiative in taking SDG down to the field and putting it on a highlighted platform. There are very few organizations who take it to action. So my special appreciation and congratulations for being on a topical subject. For me, sustainability or sustainable goal, something more than that. As a nuclear scientist for 40 years, I know what sustainability is. And we have what is known as sustainability science. If you do not have science, if you do not have technology, and if you do not have management, sustainability has no meaning. Today, we are trying to teach sustainability science at the very fundamentals, at the primary level. Sustainability is a science. But like agricultural sciences, it is not a single entity. Sustainable sciences. We have physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology, chemical engineering, economics. The entire spectrum is covered under sustainability science. But before we try to teach our students, learners, what sustainability is, it is better to teach them what unsustainability is. We all speak against untouchability. Untouchability, we posit as a negative factor. So unsustainability should be projected as a negative factor. A human being, I need 1 kilogram of food, I need 3 liters of water to drink, and I need about 50 liters of water per day. That's my personal consumption. But if 8 billion people start doing this consumption in a consumptive society, are we able to provide the resources for it? There is a limit to growth. We should fundamentally understand that economic growth and economic development are two parameters which are diametrically opposite. They're oxymoronic. If you do not draw this clear distinction between growth and development, development for what? Human development, indices are developed, HDI. So we must be able to teach our learners the basic elementary facts of sustainability. The planet Earth today, Mother Earth, it is not enough to have one Earth for us to live business as usual. If we are going to live as business as usual concept, this planet is not sufficient. Today, we need 1.5 Earths, which we do not have. And if we continue to grow at this rate, this accelerated expansion goes on, we need 2 planets in another 20 years' time. That is the physical limit to growth. So we have complete understanding of the dynamics, the system dynamics of it, how resources get depleted. For example, you just take your mobile phone. There are 40 elements in your mobile phone, and the total amount of these elements is constant on the earth. That is a sustainability factor. So one of the most important things I would request my teachers to teach in their classroom is to calculate the carbon footprint of every activity. What is carbon footprint? If I take a cup of tea in the morning, I must understand when I consume that cup of tea, 32 kilograms of carbon dioxide per kilogram of tea is being used up. That is how I get my tea. And if I add milk to my tea, I am adding 42 kilograms of carbon dioxide to the air per kilogram of milk added. For every material we touch or we consume or we use, we should be able to calculate the carbon footprint in terms of the amount of carbon dioxide being released to the environment. That is called the carbon footprint calculation. So back of the envelope calculation should be available to every student in the standard 7, 8 to 9. What is carbon footprint? How do you calculate it? How do you calculate specifically based on the supply chain of the material you use in your house? Then only you'll be familiar with the literacy and numeracy of sustainability. We can be very vocal. We can be romantically pyrotechnic about sustainability on a platform. It means nothing. Unless you can do something to reduce the carbon dioxide being constantly released to our environment. So that is one aspect. I will just give you 2 examples how to use SDG 1 to take your classroom. SDG 1, it tells you there are 17 SDGs and number of target goals. SDG 1 asks us no poverty. Poverty is an abstract concept. Mahatma Gandhi told us that God himself would appear to us only in the form of food. So that was the high emphasis Gandhi has given to poverty. But to understand poverty, we should know what poverty line is. What a line is. what a point is. In geometry, a line is the shortest distance between 2 points, and a point has no parts. So a line drawn between 2 lines, that's how we look at poverty. So the poverty line should be known to every student as 32 rupees or 35 rupees per in a village and 43 rupees in a town. So the rural poverty and the urban poverty. So poverty line is a concept. Poverty line is a mathematical concept, and poverty line as a line which is right strangling around our neck. Concept 1. Hunger 2. SDG 2. Hunger. Yes, we need 3,000 calories of food to live. Many of us are getting it. Some of us are getting more than that. Many of us are not getting that. So how is the hunger index calculated? The numeracy portion of it. So if we know poverty line, if we know hunger index, then we are getting into some grip about sustainability. Then we do many acts. We go on doing some things, presuming, without validated experiential empirical data that doing something is good by itself. Okay. If I go on planting trees and increasing the green cover, I'll be able to reduce the carbon dioxide. But if you calculate that the amount of trees required per person, we need so much space on earth that this earth is not sufficient to have a greenery to take care of the carbon dioxide we are releasing. Some of the contradictions of our thought, we must think about it. So to teach our children that the resources that we are living in a finite earth, if the resources are limited, the rate of consumption should be controlled. The rate of consumption should be controlled. We should know the renewable component, and we should recycle to such an extent that we are able to sustain the current state of living. This is the sum and substance. This is the rationale. This is the raison d'etre for teaching sustainability as a science at the primary level. And if you do not take care of the supply chain, the front end of the supply chain in the schools, any amount of our lecturing at the college level, the postgraduate level of engineering college is going to bring into that. To create a mindset, a global mindset that the humanity is united. And there's a destiny, and there is a destiny waiting for us. If we don't take care of us, the earth, we'll be in trouble. I will end with a quotation from Albert Einstein. Concern for man and his fate must be the chief endeavor of all scientific activity. Never forget this in the midst of your equations and graphs and your lectures. If you cannot sustain the planet, you cannot sustain yourself. Sustainability is an existential necessity today. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful, sir. You know, this is really an eye-opener, Jayaraman sir. And now let me invite the person who actually sponsored for this entire event, you know, because there were separate, you know, there are a lot of money involved with this entire process, a 3-month process. In fact, you know, the judges, all that, you know, the administrative expenses. I invite Sri Sarachandran, Director Kerala Public School, Jamshedpur, to say a few words, you know, because this event, you made this happen in the full-fledged manner. Sir, I invite you to speak for a few minutes. Sir, please. Sir, can you hear me? Sir? Sir? He's there, but Sir, you can.
Sreesan, by the time Sarath sir speaks, after 5 minutes, Vishwajit Saha sir has given a message that he'll join.
Oh, great, ma'am. I think something went wrong with Sarath's connection.
Sir was here.
He was here.
He was audible too.
Yeah. Even in fact, I spoke to him 2 minutes back.
Then in that case, that we have to find some other alternative to cover this gap.
Hello?
By the time Sharath sir joins, I think, Sharath sir,
Saraj sir has re-entered. There's some network issue. Please unmute Saraj sir, please. There. Sorry, there is some technical issues. He has rejoined. Yeah, please, sir.
All right, am I audible?
Yeah, very much, sir. Very much.
Great. I'm so sorry about that.
No issues.
Right.
It happens.
So good evening, everyone, and my heartiest welcome to each one of you to this grand award ceremony today. And at the outset, my sincere gratitude to Team CEIR for initiating the Sustainable Development Goal Program for the school children to help them understand and develop a temperament towards SDGs. In fact, in a few minutes from now, we shall witness the award ceremony to some very remarkable projects undertaken by the school children. Nevertheless, this is just the beginning for these children. And it is an honor for the Kerala Public Schools to have been a part of the program of this nature. And the least that we could do was be a sponsor. And at a time when words such as SDGs and inclusiveness were yet to be in vogue, the Kerala Public Schools in Jamshedpur was a pioneer when it came to connecting and collaborating with the world around to make a difference in a sustainable way. In the early 80s, the KPS schools were the first of its kind to coax, cajole, and connect with street urchins around the traffic curbs of Jamshedpur and start the first free Hindi medium afternoon school. Absolutely free, of course, for the children with lesser facility and enjoy the same ambience and infrastructure. This was the brainchild of our founder, vice chairperson, Mrs. Vijayam Karta ma'am. Then and now, we have around 5 such schools at our various branches for the children of the neighboring slum. This being our little bit to achieve one of the main sustainable goals. And my heartiest congratulations to the winners and a swell pat on all the participants. For when it comes to SDGs, there are no winners and no losers. It's only the doers. So once again, my sincere gratitude to each one connected to this initiative. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I think at any time we can expect, or shall we start the award ceremony right away? Or
yes, before we start the award ceremony, Srisan, we have to thank Vijayam Karta madam, the brainchild of, and she has been instrumental in many of our programs and CEIRs. Many of the things which she had put forward was wonderful. A great human being, more than what she is. When I met and talked to her, I always tell a very cool, collected person with a vision. I in front of Sharat Chandran sir, I would say it was great that Vijayam Karta madam was there. With whomever she is, actually that organization will grow, because the way she takes things, the way she plans, and the initiative which she, when we talked about SDG projects, immediately we had awards to be given.
Saha sir joined, huh? Vishwajit Saha sir joined.
So within few minutes, she said,
he's already joined. He's already joined, I believe.
So Shah sir is there. Vishwajit Saha sir, as the name goes, doesn't need any introduction at all for anyone in CBSE fraternity or anyone related to training or anyone related to. But more than that, what I feel about Vishwajit Saha sir is, if I don't say that today, it will be, like a great fault what we are doing. A man so simple at heart and so simple in his deeds, and a person whom you can contact at any time and talk to, and so passionate about doing all good things and new things and innovative things. And so I think the right position in the right place and the right person is told as Director Skill Education and Training, because NEP, when talks about that, Vishwajit Saha sir cannot be substituted, I would say. And we were actually honored, because within this time when he was attending some meeting, he stepped into, because this is a project of SDG, where our children across India and abroad have done the projects, and we have put it to the expert committee, and today is the result declaration for this program. We are, I'm very humbly and with all the things, I invite Dr. Bishwajit Saha, Director Skilled Education and Training, CBSE, under Ministry of Education, Government of India. He will be having something to share with us, something new always. So welcome, sir, on behalf of CEIR.
Thank you, Deepaji. My apology, I may not be switching on my camera video, so maybe for just a short while, let me congratulate to all the eminent dignitaries present here, and especially the children who have participated in these SDG goal-related activities conducted by CEIR. So it's definitely no matters who have owned these, and maybe participation is more important. So big congratulations to all the participant students and winners. Of course, they are here to celebrate and receive the award from the organizer. At this point of time, there are different elements of SDG. Definitely, our core focus is towards education, and especially how we can engage the students, school leader, and other staff, so that it is used as a framework, a kind of map sort through which the global learning activity is already going in schools. And student, as you are participating in this momentum, I think one way project and other way curriculum integrations, and then definitely linking what you are already going through your age appropriate curriculum and learning outcomes, and ultimately mapping these things with SDG goal. That is, I think, phenomenal activities you are doing, and your teachers are also helping in that dimension. So core values of SDG are often linked to the schools, and that is somewhere some pre-existing value, and but sometimes how students are being engaged, that matters. So these kind of competitions is really providing you as a platform for collaborations, providing a platform through which each one of you can explore the multidisciplinary opportunity, through which one way, of course, the core objective is how SDG phenomena is being addressed, but ultimately you are also working for SDG by way of 21st century skills. So this is altogether a learning journey. Maybe we can call it a SDG learning journey. So it's a kind of at one way it is how the climate is a core point of discussions at this point of time, and other way how individual in his or her neighborhood is acting upon on this very controversial issue. I am intentionally putting this word because the globally the concept is very alarming, but in our day-to-day life, what way we are acting upon, maybe many a times we are addressing the gathering, but whether on day-to-day basis our individual behavior is also reflecting such changes, which is trying to address the SDG issue, or simple lecturing, or simply participating in a specific forum. So these includes kind of hate crime, terrorism, gender equality, local poverty. So all those issues. So now one way, two countries are participating in a war. So there could be huge loss, not only human life, in other segment also. So for peacemaking process is of course a big agenda, but ultimately these activities are also being hampered. So my dear students, your empathy, your clinical issues, day-to-day behavioral issues, how you can internalize this SDG issue so that you have to embed in your day-to-day life so that it can be reflected in your core work, and ultimately you can become a global citizens to address all kind of problem. So with this note, once again, I am congratulating the organizer and especially the student, and of course Deepaji. And on the backdrop, there are a lot of peoples who have worked, a lot of faculty members, senior dignitaries who has assessed the project submitted by the students. So a lot of works already done by you all. So here we are supposed to acknowledge all such work, and maybe the best of the best projects, how it can be showcased to the others. It is not limited to 100 or 200 or 500 schools. How this specific work carried out by the students, the specific work carried out by the faculty can be showcased to larger population, so that more and more awareness building and ultimately working for SDG objectives. It is not far away. 2030 objectives are in terms of number of years, it is very nearer. Whether at all we are going to complete all the goals, or again after reviewing some new timelines would be set up. That is again another big questions. So let me pause here. Once again, thanking you all for inviting me here to witness such a excellent event. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your humbleness. For actually, we should salute you, because in between an internal meeting, getting into this meeting, keeping your word and encouraging every student, people behind this. Thank you for that, and pranams for that, sir.
Yeah. And next we will jump into, thank you very much, sir, once again on behalf of our entire CEIR family. Before we jump into this crucial event today, let me tell you, we, after this lockdown for the last 21 months, uninterruptedly, we have done a lot of such programs for educators. In that, we have done NEP Qs. Around 5,000 plus teachers participated. That time the NEP was coming out. Then we celebrated with the NEP series to explain what NEP is all about. We had such 2 big series. Then, like we associated with Infosys. Now we are also having an association with Intel for a ready school. So many things we have done. But, the SDG 21, this was a huge initiative, I believe. We never calculated in that way. When we started collecting the, registrations, getting a proper, sequential, verdict was slightly difficult for us. But with the support of many of the judges, we came to a conclusion. But dear students, coordinators, teachers, as sir said, this is not a result. Please don't think we are just putting numbers or anything. All projects were extremely good. And that was our tough time, to select the best 3 in both the categories. Then the second phase, what we have done, out of all the projects received, we shortlisted 10 for category A, 10 for category B. Since we have to declare the first, second, third, we are doing it. That doesn't mean others projects are, not good or, substandard or anything. All projects are extremely good. So just, for a courtesy reason, for a formality, we are declaring the results. I believe personally, all the project, all those who have submitted the projects are winners. This is my statement. I'm making it again. All that projects are extremely good. But since it is a competition, we have to declare the results. For that reason, I'm declaring the results from the category A, the smaller kids. We start with, category A here. In that, there are 3 prizes. 3 prizes. The schools get certificates. The children get certificate. And this is the first time we created a kind of, like a memento. Since it is SDG, we don't want to make something usual. We have actually created a memento with some recycled material. And it was a huge task. And thanks to Shalini ma'am and Deepa ma'am to coordinate this thing. So let me declare the results now. The third prize in the first category, smaller kids. This is for the school, Anjuman Islam Saif Ayub Girls High School. They got the third prize in the category A. And this is the photograph of the memento. And this is the project.
We know farmers are these problems by farming techniques. They always do extra efforts for best quality crop production and concentrate production. And all know that in farms, one of the most hard-working and fast-producing people for the sea. Our project can helpful for those farmers. Through this machine, farmers can save much more time and also reduce the burden on farmers. Let's discuss about the technical aspects of seed sowing robot. In the upper portion, this is the seed chamber. One DC motor and pulley is connected inside for systematic seed delivery. In the lower portion, this is a robotic car running on DC motor. Robotic car is controlled by DPDC, double pole, double throw switch remote. From Buffalo told us after taking so much effort to grow I ready the king and his father feet. For the farmers problem to make a system named as smart crop protection system, by which farmers can protect their crops from wild animals. Later that reflects on 3 mirrors and make dream web. When animal come to farm, LDR plant dependence register detect to sense the animal. Buzzer and LED on to alert the farmer. As the buzzer on, farmer will come outside his house. After seeing the farmer, wild animal run away. And on another system known as scarecrow rotation system, which will automatically rotate in the field. After seeing the scarecrow rotation, wild animal run away. For the cost of this project are 600 rupees. When farmers implant this project on his field, will cost 5 to 6,000 rupees. This is affordable. First system provides a complete kit solution to the existing crop to increase the productivity, manage scale and sustainability. Protection program in agriculture to benefit farmers.
Thank you, my dear children. And along with the memento and certificate, they are getting a cash award of 5,000 rupees from us and sponsored by KPS. And now let me move to the second prize here. The second prize for category A is gone to DPS Varanasi. I'll show you their project. This project is actually in PPT, but very informative project. Now, the second prize winners will get a cash award of 7,500 rupees with a memento and a certificate for the school and the students also. Now, let me declare the winning team for the category first. Before we announce it, we knew that, the projects, for the completion of the projects, many schools didn't get much time. So next time we will definitely give lot of guidance and time for submission. So let me declare the first prize here. That is St. Thomas Girls Secondary School. So I will show their project. They got the first award. This is the project, please.
Every day when we go out, we see many people on the road begging for food, a basic necessity. According to UN, hunger is the term used to define periods when populations are experiencing severe food insecurity, meaning that they go for entire days without eating due to lack of money, lack of access to food, or other resources.
Babulal and Ram Pandey aren't the only people who suffer from hunger and poverty. As per the Global Hunger Index 2021, 15.3% of India's population is undernourished. It is also estimated
with a score of 27.5, India has a level of hunger that is serious, according to Global Hunger Index. The most common reason for starvation demise is that people are not employed. Food is not something to be earned, but the sad reality is, it now has to be earned. So what's the solution to this problem?
That we can buy extra food or pay extra money in the restaurants and not throw leftover food in the trash. Instead, distribute them among the people who do not get food. Other solutions apart from donations are like the placement of the old and the homeless at child orphanages, disabled people integrated into handicrafts and cottage industries, and capable young adults integrated into the vast resources of our
We want to introduce a system of surplus or reserved meals. So in this, customers can come and buy their food, but we can also pay for the rest, but not eat or take it. So that extra food can be given to any poor person or beggar who comes here for free, as the payment has already been made. So please support our cause and help us in making this world hunger-free for everyone. Thank you.
One for myself and one surplus for any of the beggar that you can give him. And then there is the free of charge. For the money for food.
We even collaborated with a lady who graciously agreed to cook food for the poor. We collected raw ration from our neighborhood and gave it to the lady. She cooked the food and we distributed it among the poor along with one bottle of water.
Congratulations for all the three winners of category A. Again, I tell you, there are projects, all projects were good, but we were, selected only the cream of these three. Now let me move to the category B. So category B, there are three prizes, and we'll start from the third prize. That has gone to the Millennium School of Dubai. So please watch that this thing. Again, I forgot to tell you the category A, the award winner, the first winner get 10,000 rupees of cash award along with certificate and memento. Now this is category B, third prize. Millennium School, please watch the project.
What is our cause? According to a World Bank report, each year an estimated 1/3 of all food produced, equivalent to 1.3 billion tons, which is worth around $1 trillion, ends up rotting in the bins of consumers and retailers. Food waste is one of the greatest challenges of our time. Service Mile is one way to contribute to a solution.
We are mainly focusing on 2 sustainable development goals, the second one as well as the 12th one. Second one being zero hunger. Our main goal is to end hunger, to achieve food security and improve nutrition. And the 12th one being responsible consumption and production. Our goal is to ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns.
What happens to the tons and tons of unsold food in a restaurant? It all ends up getting wasted. Let us take an example of a subway where all these trays full of veggies are thrown away at the end of the day. If you still do not believe me, you can hear it from a worker himself.
Once we get freshly baked cookies, we end up tossing almost all the cookies away.
To solve this problem, I present an application, Service Mile. The app will provide an overview of shops and restaurants in your area that have surplus food. The outlet will put together a surprise magic bag at a price lesser than even the half of the original price, and you can order it right within the app. It's simple to use and navigate around. We also have actually gone further ahead to create an application which can be used on any Android device.
Now, when you open the app, it takes you directly to a login page where you are to put in your username and password in order to log in. Now, it takes you to a map where you can put in your city and the location where you need the food to be delivered to. Next, you'll be taken to the preference page where you can put in the name of the meal that you prefer. After that, you can put in the allergy section if you have any allergies to particular food items. Then you're finally taken to the menu page where you can choose the restaurant wherefrom you can order your food. When you click the restaurant that you choose, it'll give you the pricing and the surprise baggage that you'll be getting after the food is ordered.
Who should we feed? Empty stomachs or dustbins?
Wonderful. So they got the 3rd prize in category B, and they get the school get the memento, the certificates, and cash award of 5,000 rupees. Now let us move to the 2nd prize here. The 2nd prize get 7,500 rupees of cash award, certificates, and memento, the specially made memento. That is Bombay Cambridge International School. So please watch their project.
Hello everyone. Isn't it too hot nowadays? My grandma used to tell me that it wasn't always like this. What could be the reason for this climate change, huh? Pollution? But in lockdown? Electronics, yes. You're wondering how? Let's see. One of the most significant areas of concern of the world is climate change. The improper disposal of electronic products ends up in landfills. Toxic chemicals are released, impacting the Earth's air, soil, water, and ultimately human health.
E-waste disposal contributes to climate change due to the materials released when it is burned. Electronics containing materials like copper, aluminium, and iron will accumulate in the air when burned. These materials cause harm to both humans and the environment.
So we just saw so much of e-waste lying at our home during this COVID pandemic. When we enjoyed school, we observed our friends and teachers discussing about it. They were all throwing or disposing the e-waste directly into dustbin, which we thought would lead to pollution or burning of the sea waste.
We researched a lot so we could find correct information and take actions accordingly. The council came across 3 challenges. Firstly, poor design and complexity of electronics, which means is that e-waste is full of all kinds of toxic materials that are attached to non-toxic materials which are difficult to separate. Responsible recycling requires intensive labor or costly technologies that safely separate these materials. Awareness and information on dangers of e-waste has been very limited to people. आपको मालूम है e-waste like electronic waste क्या है? So we tried to tackle these challenges as possible. First, we raised awareness about e-waste. In order to do so, we started a campaign. We made a drive for collecting e-waste products. There were several announcements made in school, and we put up a collection box outside the school gate where students and others could deposit the waste. We even put up posters on each floor of our school to make sure that each and every student knew about the drive and could contribute. Not just spreading awareness between students, we also talked to our teachers, maushis and peons to explain them about our drive.
E-waste is also known as electronic waste, and it is always
You will bring the electronic waste that is at your house. Of course, while collecting these, we did not forget the COVID rules and regulations. We wore masks at all times, sanitized and stood at a distance. We donated all the e-waste collected to My Green Society, an NGO.
It gives me immense pleasure and gratefulness to be a part of this project where I would know my wish as little things make a huge difference and every effort counts.
so contented and fulfilling after being a part of this project and depositing the e-waste that was increasing the pollution in the environment. As they say, every penny counts. Same way, every little bit helps.
At last, each step counts and leads to a better world.
Wonderful. Congratulations to them. And our winner, the first prize, actually, before declaring the first prize, let me tell you what exactly it comes. It comes around 10,000 rupees of cash award, certificates, and like a memento for the school. Category B. The first prize goes to Kerala Samajam Model School, Jamshedpur. So please watch there.
It's a common practice for some of my friends to visit this market, and since the past couple of weeks, they noticed prevailing darkness due to lack of power supply.
This thought troubled me for some time, and I took it upon myself and discussed with my friends.
The brainstorming began, and there was a barrage of ideas that came from all quarters. We realized that we would require a teacher guide to bring our ideas to fiction. Our teacher guided us to find out the actual issue and proceed from there.
अंकल, तो आपको अंधेरा की वजह से यहाँ क्या क्या दिक्कत होता है?
मम्मी, ग्राहक तो आता नहीं है, मेन कारण ग्राहक नहीं आता है, और अंधेरे में कोई सब्जी बोलता खाना है तो खराब है, ये बोलता है।
आंटी, आपको जो ये आप यहाँ पे बैठते हैं, तो ये जो बरसात वगैरह होता है उसके वक्त आपको क्या क्या दिक्कत होता है? तो ये जो आपका इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का प्रॉब्लम है, आपका बत्ती का प्रॉब्लम है, तो इसके लिए क्या कोई अपना सहायता करने आया है आपको? इसके करने कोई पूरा नहीं करता।
अगर आप तो यहाँ पे टॉर्च जला के बैठते हैं तो टॉर्च का बैटरी भी फिर 1-2 घंटा में खत्म हो जाता है, फिर आप क्या करते हैं?
2 घंटा में बैटरी खत्म हो जाता है, और उठाने के समय में भी दिक्कत होता है। सामान छूट गया तो फिर हम क्या करें?
पैसा गिनने में क्या दिक्कत होता है?
हम लोग का लाइट चला जाता है, तो प्लास्टिक लेकर भाग जाता है।
कौन प्लास्टिक लेके भाग जाता है? फिर आप लोगों को पैसा भी गिनने में दिक्कत होता है अंधेरा में?
हम लोग का पैसा
पैसा गिर जाता है क्या?
सामान सब इधर उधर हो जाता है, लाइट नहीं होता।
convinced the press people to visit that area and make people aware of the problems the vendors were facing. We went to the Urban Services Office of Tata Steel and we spoke to the head of the Urban Services, Mr. Jiren Tokno, and proposed our idea. Thereafter, we went to a site visit to the market with Gurbani ma'am, who was the manager of Urban Services. The authorities agreed to install high-mast and solar panels.
तो लाइट जल रहा है, आपको तो सुविधा होता होगा?
सुविधा हो रहा है, लाइट का चलते हम लोग 10 बजे तक बैठे रहते हैं।
अब रात देख के आएगा।
अब लाइट जलने से और आपको क्या क्या सुविधा हो रहा है?
सुविधा क्या, रात को मतलब आने में देखने में अच्छा लग रहा है, लाइट जल रहा है।
So congratulations, Diva ma'am, few words for the children.
So happy to see how innovative children are, how they are contributing to the sustainable development growth. And as we all talk about the 6 basic principles of sustainable development are conservation of ecosystem, conserving the biodiversity, establishing a sustainable society, controlling the population growth, creative public awareness. I think all these projects had the content of this in them, developing this human resource, learning more about sustainable development. And so happy that children are getting involved to see this. And I think the judges would have had a tough time judging this. And what I felt, we as whole, when we started, CEIR started this small initiative of SDG projects in our school, at least we were able to put into the minds and heart of the educators and students that the CEIR is also, encouraging the children for sustainable development growth in their home, outside, and among the society. And to conclude, I would say, when it comes to all of us to giving, we always recommend starting with causes that are close to your heart. But be it education, environment, health, or human right. But in this case, simply start with SDG that you feel most strongly about and give towards cause that support it. So hearty congratulations to all winners, to CEIR family, all the members who were behind this and who have tirelessly worked and appreciated and encouraged students. Congratulations, students. You have actually outgrown us in your ideas and your thoughts. May the generation which is coming will be so much into sustainable development growth, as Jayaraman sir was telling. As our Bishwajit Saha sir was telling, this war, peace is an answer for everything. And let's all be develop a generation which goes to sustainable. We don't let this planet be protected. And as Jayaraman sir said, that if we do like what we are doing now, 2 more planets we need for, that should not be the cause. Let's have a world where we live wonderfully well. Thank you, Jayaraman sir, for motivating, for being there and being a wonderful guide and motivator. Your presence itself is great. And all those, and Kerala Public School, which came forward, Jamshedpur, of course, they deserve that first prize. I should say, such a wonderful, noble cause. The smile on the face of vendors sitting on that was enough for more than an award or a prize, though they get it. So thank you, Vijayam Karta madam also. Sreesan, it was great effort from your side, and everyone in the CR family. We are happy today when we see our children performing it. And next time when we come in also, we will come in a lot more preparations. We will give you a lot more, the rubrics to how to do it, how to go about it, what best. But still, you all have stolen our hearts for doing this, such a wonderful work. Children. Thank you.
I believe Swaroop sir can say a few more words. Swaroop sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sreesan sir. Actually, I was in the middle of a session, so I just had to rush through in my last. I forgot to notice, that this is the KPS school. I'm very closely related to the school in a way. My sister works for the same school, and through her, I always hear about Sharat sir and Kartha ma'am and the principals. So this is one thing. I'm very happy to be inducted in this particular school's program. the ones, KPS is sponsoring the program. I saw that. The second thing is, Gopinath sir, I would like to really congratulate you for taking such an important topic, the SDG. Now, the SDG is a 15-year plan, 2015 to 2030 is the implementation time that has been given. And all the 17 factors are equally important. It starts with something like, no one should go hungry, to the fourth point coming to education. And all the other factors are so very important. And it's a matter of great pleasure to see the school children taking up projects of SDG, implementing it and winning the prizes based on their, the performance that they're showing in the real life world. Education is not about learning, it's about becoming. So I feel, with projects like this, we will not restrict the children to the textbooks only anymore. They are coming out to make a difference in the world. And that is what is the requirement of the 21st century. It's all about creativity, critical thinking, problem solving. So without these aspects, I think education is incomplete. The new National Policy of Education pronounces the SDGs very, prominently, gives a way forward what the children can do. But organizations like CEIR, when they come forward with certain projects to motivate children, and give the awards. And I have spoken to Srisan sir that this organization does not raise funds like any other organization. I know how noble, in what noble way they are moving it forward. So, hats off again, Gopinath sir, for this wonderful initiative. Even 10,000 rupees award makes a lot of difference in a child's, psyche. He will get the motivation for his life, and even you never know that because of this 10,000 rupees, reward, I would say, we can get another Abdul Kalam from them. So that is very, very important. We need multiple organizations to come forward, but unfortunately, with such noble thoughts, many organizations are not coming forward. Money spinning organizations are coming forward in education, which is a sad reality. But Srishan sir, Deepa ma'am, hats off to you for taking this up. And also I would like to congratulate the KPS. I do not know how you get connected to KPS. It's in Jamshedpur, and Jamshedpur was my hometown. I have, been in Jamshedpur. That's my ancestral house over there.
Sir, Vijayam Karta madam was with us, and she was also, brain work for all these things, what has been done. And she's our mentor, and of course a very lovely lady who is connected. So she was there in this, and many play all like across the world we have CEIR people working for this.
Wonderful. I have heard about Karta ma'am. She's almost like a legend for me. I've heard about her so many times. I have never met her though. So, but
she's in the meeting now, I think.
Yeah, she's here.
She's here. Okay. Vijaya madam.
I just pinged her as well.
Vijaya madam, if you are here, please just say hi. I think she was there.
Yeah, she was there. I probably
she was there actually. I saw her. She even maybe some.
And I've also heard about two brothers. Sharat sir and his brother, who's a dentist. I've also heard about him a lot. So, very nice initiative from KPS. Next time I visit Jamshedpur, I would like to meet them personally. And thank you again, Srishan sir and Deepa ma'am, for such lovely initiative, and all the students who have performed so well, taken initiative in the real world to make a real difference in this world that we are living in. Thank you again. Have a great day.
Thanks a lot, sir. Any educators want to say a few words for children? Can just raise your hand. We will unmute you. Bhavik sir, you want to say something? Sharmila ma'am. Yeah, because the children need our motivation.
It's that they have stolen in the heart of all the people.
Correct. Yeah, Nirmala ma'am is there. Nirmala ma'am, I could see Nirmala ma'am there. Nirmala ma'am.
Namaste to all.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This was really wonderful. We have been doing it. And now when we see that entire format coming out so beautifully, I have to, from my bottom of my heart, I'm all gratitude to Mrs. Vijayam Karta ma'am. She has always been a guiding light, Srisan sir, and the entire luminary team. Today I just made it a point that I should attend this meeting because it means a lot to the children. to us also, because we now need to think differently and do things differently. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity to speak.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. And before we, Rajashri ma'am, you want to say, please go ahead. You can also say about this program also.
Namaste to all. I have witnessed how Kerala Samaja Model School and how KPS is involved with environmental activities. And you will be surprised to see the kind of activities. This is nothing. They have been doing it for many years. The prize winner is Kerala Samaja Model School, and Mr. Sharachandran is from KPS, Kerala Public School. And they are different. And I have seen for many years when I was now I have seen that
your voice is breaking, I believe,
environmental activities.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking, I believe. Yeah, Bhavik sir, you can say a few words.
Good evening to all, and Vande Guru. Definitely, the program Sustainability Development, it's fantastic. Even the Science Day theme, integration of science and technology for a sustainable future. We definitely need a sustainable future, and definitely the BioBricks, I would say, all the projects, excellent. And in the past, we used to see related to solar system and the eclipses, but now these children are using the renewable as well as non-renewable sources of energy and coming out with innovative things. And that's really very good. That is very encouraging to see. So that's very good. And definitely it will be a piece of motivation for all the schools.
Yeah, very true.
Awards are rewards actually for motivation. So that was really great.
Great. Sharmila ma'am, few words. Thank you, Bhavik sir.
Vande Gurum, and good evening to all. I just saw the way the children presented, and I was making notes about what the children was presenting and how confidently they were presenting. I think we have a long way to go. The children have definitely outbeaten us, just as Deepa ma'am had pointed out, and much needs to be learnt by doing, just as how Dr. Swaroop Datta said. And children, congratulations to you. Thank you for being the spark. Thank you for taking the pains. I thank your guides and your teachers. And definitely the Jamshedpur school has done it in a very systematic manner. We can make out that they have gone down to the grassroots of the problem and focused it and understood the problem. So thank you so much for this wonderful program, Dr. Sreesan, Dr. Jayaraman sir. Thank you so much. And Deepa ma'am, and all those who have been connected with this. Not to forget Vijay ma'am and and the others who have been involved in seeing that the children are motivated and giving them tips on how to go about doing it. I learned a lot myself. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Next year, dear educators, next year we will, this was actually the first project. So we too had little issues, the timing issues and all. Next year it won't be there. We will give you enough time to do your projects. And, we are planning, even Jayaraman sir was, planning to give you some orientations in advance for teachers as well as students. Then we will give you a particular period of time to do the project. Then you can submit. So it will be around 3 to 6 months duration we will do next time. We will do it in an elaborate manner. And I have a few announcement here. Every Monday to Saturday morning 7:30 we have a session called mindfulness. Please share the link. Evening the same link you can use and attend the relaxation 7:30 p.m. And next Saturday we are making a small change in the timing. It won't be Saturday at 4:30, now Saturday at 5. Okay, 5 to 6 only. So please remember that. 4:30, of course, this we will on the system, but you can join at 5 o'clock, 4:30 itself, but 5 o'clock the session starts. Next time, as I informed in the beginning, Sister Shivani is coming and, addressing the children. The educators about lessons on leadership. That is a topic she is handling. Please attend it. And this is an AI ready school project is coming up. Yesterday we had a session, and we will announce the next session. This is a certification from Intel. So please implement this program also in your school. Yeah, now this program, we will definitely inform you about a new membership pattern. We are going to announce it soon, because the last program we encountered some kind of like hacking or that. So we need to have some kind of control over the participants. So a CEIR premium membership, we are planning a 300 hours program. We are planning and focusing the 4 core areas of education. So I think once again, congratulations for all the schools participated, and special congratulations for the children who won the award. Within 10-15 days, we will courier all that, the memento, everything we will send to you. I wish Dr. Jayaraman to say few words and, bless the children. Sir, you can make the closure remark. Jayaraman sir, please unmute yourself. You can unmute, sir. You can unmute. Jayaraman sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Dr.
Yeah.
for that marvelous, majestic exposition we had. There was not a single dull moment at the moment we started. So now we are. All that I want to mention to the new generation is, we are preparing this world ready to receive you. We shall not abuse it, misuse it, or disuse it. And it's our responsibility as the elder generation to see that you richly inherit a world fit for you to live. That's our concern, and I'm sure we are sharing that concern with you. We will do everything that science and technology can do on that to make this world a better place for you to live and to be. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Deepa ma'am, you want to add something on that?
Thank you, everyone. As Jayaraman sir said, children are prepared to make a better place to live in. So let's all give them a world also like that, so that they will also take their legacy forward, our legacy forward. Thank you. And CEIR's, like as we said, this was a very special episode because we got involved our children also into it. Thank you, Swarup Datta sir. Thank you, Jyoti madam, because both of them in the midst of there, and Vishwajit Saha sir was in an internal CBSE meeting, but still he joined. And so actually we should learn from them that, how humble and passionate they are about such activities. Thank you to everyone. Thank you, Srisan. It was a wonderful work. Jayaraman sir also keep motivating us every day morning with his thoughts. Thank you for that. We gain science much more than being a student of economics and being a student of English, or like now we are more close to science because of your way of interacting with us every day. Thank you for that also, sir.
Thank you, Deep. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Wish you all the best. All the best for the children. Once again, have a wonderful day. Have a good weekend. Thank you very much. Thank you.